Hello everybody and welcome back to the Night Garden. This is Newb vs. Pro, where Ledge,
a noob to drawing, is pitted up against Vamp,
his pro artist husband.
You know what I like to do?
What do you like to do?
Watch movies.
Yeah, what are some of your favorite movies?
Oh, I don't know. I like the good ones.
The good ones?
Yeah.
What we are doing today is a film study lightning round.
We did this kind of thing a few weeks ago or a month ago or so about.
What we're doing today is we are focusing on speed.
Speed!
So,
go Speed Racer, go Speed Racer, go Speed Racer, go!
Oh my god. I'll be the first one to go, right?
Yeah.
Alrighty, let's get started.
3, 2, 1... Go!
Go! Okay. I'm going to color pick to kind of give myself a...
advantage.
Yep. Too many brushes. Okay, flat brush.
And, for Interview with the Vampire, the last film study you did, you also, selected Interview with a Vampire.
Sure did.
And we actually decided that because we had a couple of different options each of stills from movies that we had wanted to do were options for the first film study that we do, and I actually picked all stills from movies that I had wanted to do previously, but I didn't pick, and then added one from Interview with a Vampire.
Yep, so I am doing Wall-E and Silent Hill because Ledge already had Wall-E and Silent Hill ones. And yeah.
But you get to see kind of ones that were potential options. The Silent Hill one, before you had an Silent Hill one that you could have potentially done. You also had one from the Raven. No.
The Crow?
The Crow. Might as well have been. The Crow that you were wanting to do but didn't do. But we figured pick a still from both of us, pick a still from a movie, the same movie, so that we could kind of see the differences in the tones of those movies as well as our works and stuff, too. So this is already looking like a freaking sunset. And it's a village on fire.
Yep.
Cool beans. And now look at you're just cheating and copying.
I am not cheating.
Look at this. Just reusing assets. Oh, look at this guy with his Majora's Mask asset reusing.
Reusing? Okay.
Sheesh. Did you even make anything new?
You're watching me.
Shit.
I got 5 minutes.
I know you got 5 minutes. You've actually got 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, no pressure.
I'm gonna have nothing done.
That bad, huh?
We're gonna get to mine, and I'm gonna have nothing done. I'm gonna have like
pressing this button.
Yeah, fuck your button.
Yeah.
Because that button sucks.
Yeah, I might just disable it.
A rude ass button. And you're just using what, blurs?
Textured blenders.
Blenders.
Yep. So yeah,
blenders.
Not that type of blender. I don't like this one.
3.
It's awful. No. Okay.
Well, there went 45 seconds.
Yep, that's fine. So blenders make it so that it is really easy to kind of... I don't like that one either. Really easy to kind of blend some colors together. I'm spending way too much time just kind of stuck on the weeds here.
Yep.
So this is why something like this is actually good to do, because I'm figuring out how much time I'm wasting on my brush economy and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's go with a kind of greenish tone.
1 minute.
Yep.
So interesting that it would be a greenish tone when...
I mean, it definitely is. You can tell.
Yeah, I can see it, but
it looks like a white, but it's a green.
Mm-hmm. It's so interesting, because what would have been green on a boat?
It's not. So the thing about light is that you're dealing with your secondary light sources when you get into your shadow colors.
30 seconds.
Yeah, it's really hard to talk when I am trying to speed through. So, like...
the next one I can talk and you can just focus on drawing if you want.
No, it's okay. But, like, when it comes down to... I've got 12 seconds left.
10 seconds.
Is awful.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right. So I didn't get very far.
No, you got that fire though. Like, that looks really cool.
Yeah, I mean, I should have been way less
fancy about it.
Yeah.
Would it have helped if you started with a brown background instead of all black?
It would have. What I was trying to do is most of my 2/3 here, this is all black as my base color.
Right.
And then this, like, more like half and half. This half is all brown. So really what I should have done is the first color I laid down, I should have laid down that orangish brown.
Yeah.
And then built up my fire on top of
that.
that.
Would have blended a bit better.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then I could have just left that orangish brown for some of these details of the pieces on burning on fire and that kind of stuff. And I could get a pretty decent approximation of this in about 15 minutes. But in 5, you could see I got roughly a third of it. So...
Yeah. It's so cool how you made the water it was squiggles.
Yeah, literally just
that's
squiggles.
Really what it was.
If I had a little bit more time, I would have just smudged it out and it would have looked almost exactly like that.
Yeah.
So now the second one I'm probably going to approach differently. This is Silent Hill.
Because the other one is Wall-E. That's not Wall-E.
No, this is definitely not Wall-E. So
I've never seen Wall-E. You can't say that.
Yeah, but I mean, this isn't even like a
animated.
Yeah. So, all right. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just
block in the colors, or
yeah, I am not on the right color. I'm losing so much time right now. All right. So let me just kind of throw an approximation of the wall there. And then I can do that. And then I can rectangle. Yep. So this is going to be very messy because I'm kind of trying to go fast, but all of this is pretty much in the same tone. It's pretty monochromatic.
Mm-hmm.
I actually did that way too wide, but that's okay. I'm going to throw in some of our...
Yeah, the crumbling building and just residue. Yeah.
Debris,
that's the word.
Yep. So...
Residue works too, but it's not like the right word. The best.
Soft round, I'm going to come in like that. And I'm going to take this black and
shadows are so weird.
Shadows are the absence of light or a secondary light source, and that's what I was starting to try to say with that interview with the vampire one.
Mm-hmm.
Because the thing about shadows is that they're just black.
Yeah.
In their because they're the absence of light, right? They're the addition of every color.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of what you're dealing with when you actually have color in your shadows is whatever color your bounce light is.
230.
Yep. I wasted a lot of time on this one, just trying to get where I was going. Yep. So you can tell a lot of what I'm doing here is just dealing with the bounce light.
This is another one where I feel like you had way more light colors than dark colors to start.
Yep.
So wouldn't it have been easier to start with the light color and then work darker?
No, because the easiest way to figure this out would be to... so I'm building up my lights on top.
Yeah. You can focus if you want. I'm just like musing.
Yeah, I'll answer in a minute here. It's easier for me to talk about it after the fact. There we go. Okay. Oops.
Needs to also be taller because it lines up with the height of the...
No, I know. Yeah, because really what the problem is with this one is I started with too light of a side color here. So...
Needed to be yellower.
Yeah, yellower and a lot darker.
1 minute.
Yep, I know. See why I wanted to do this as a warm-up instead of a like last thing though?
30 seconds.
I know.
Okay, angry me.
I'll do your countdown when it's your turn, and you're gonna get super stressed. So I don't want to hear it.
Well, do you want to know or 10? No, or do you want to just...
No, I don't want to know because I just want to focus.
Then fine, I'll not tell you.
I can hear the fucking... I can hear it counting down on me. All right, so part of my issue is that I just went with my lightest color first. I shouldn't have done that. I should have built up from the dark because it's easier to build up gradually than it is to just throw a solid color onto the canvas. That being said, like, this is awful. So I could have done a lot better than this.
I feel like you didn't make those lights nearly tall enough.
I think I'm actually going to do a take 2 on that. I want to try that one more time.
Cheater, lemon.
No, because you're going to leave both of these in the edit. But that's the point of film studies, is I know that I went to that the wrong way, so I'm going to try it again.
Okay.
All right. So let's get that going in 3, 2, 1. All right. So I'm going to start with this middle kind of greenish, orange, yellowish color this time. And I'm just going to go all the way up the wall with that.
Yeah, because...
And I'm going to do the same thing over here. I'm going to fill that right away.
Oh god, it's so hideous.
It is. I'm going to take the black that I started with, and I'm going to... There we go. That's going much better. Oops. We've got roughly here the start of the...
What's the spray bottle you got here?
This is my airbrush.
Is that a built-in tool?
Yes.
Or, okay.
Yep.
So it just looks like a very...
It's a soft brush.
Opaque. Not opaque.
Transparent?
Transparent. Yes, that's the word.
Yeah. I don't like using soft brushes often, but, like, it makes sense for this. we're going to take this bright color and just kind of do a quick ridge here. And then on this side, we're going to take my airbrush.
Mm-hmm.
See, this is a much better approach this time because it just kind of is.
Yeah. So you aren't color picking this time.
I color picked the last one. No. I color picked the last time I tried this. So I am color picking. You just don't see me color picking because I already color picked the pick. Yeah. So that's why it's it's stuff that I already did. This is, I need to throw some color on this back wall.
Yeah. With these two, I find the slight highlights on certain things really cool. Like
the rim lighting.
Yeah, just the very slightest on like the face and shoulder of that one individual, the edges of the doorway itself, and then like the very edge of the coat hanger, coat rack kind of shelf there too.
Right.
Like those really, really defined, and like these weird lens flare reflection oranges on the corner here, on the lower left-hand corner, and then like the right side. There. Yeah, those things.
Yep.
Like those. How? What?
Well, I mean, do you want the film answer, or do you want like the artistic answer?
Like, is there a difference? I mean,
yes and no. So, like in the film, what they likely did was they did a reflection with gels.
Yeah, but in reality, what would be causing that?
Well, they wouldn't be there in reality.
Yeah, so why are they there in film?
Because they're trying to make your eye move along the plane.
Unless there's like a window behind them and off to the side, like the spot that you're like cleaning up right there looks like it is a wall going off to the left.
Because it is.
So maybe it's just context that we don't have because of
because like the film aspect of it is
to add intrigue.
Yeah, damn it.
All right. And you're done.
I'm done.
I like that the person on the left looks like they're just Little Red Riding Hood getting lured away by some blob that doesn't have legs.
Yeah, I mean, I ran out of time. 5 minutes is just a little bit too fast for me to like confidently break down my shapes, but I got my rough colors here.
Yeah.
Pretty quickly.
Yeah, for the first one, you spent most of your... Oh, no, more fire.
More fire.
Don't spend all your time on fire.
But why not?
Because that's illegal in some places.
Okay. All right, so let's go for the Wall-E. 3, 2, 1. All right, I'm going to approach this with just color temperature mindset. So we're going to just kind of...
Red.
Throw our red in there. And
look at all this red. The sky. Ooh, cloudy.
Yep. So
fun. And you've never seen Wall-E, so you don't really have like any context of...
I know that it's like post-apocalyptic. Kind of like there's like no humans left or something like that.
I want to watch it again. I so want to watch it with you.
I'll definitely watch it with you if you want to. Only thing that I'm going to do is it's actually going to be easier to just
look at that
go
mulberry.
Shapey. I know you have a vendetta against mulberry today.
Well, today I was trying to practice something and figure something out, and I was using colored pencils, so I was looking at the alleged names of the colored pencils, and these were Prismacolors as well as Crayola, and trying to color match for specific things, which you'll see
In another video.
In another video. Actually, that video will have already been out. But I was going through and trying to find purples. And
purple is a hard color to match and stuff like that.
And I was having the hardest time finding purples that were the correct purples because they just don't exist in Crayola or Prismacolors, apparently, or at least not the ones that I have. So I was going absolutely insane and screaming about all of the different colors that I had touched, and then I mixed them all together, and then I asked, wait, did I already mess with this one? Crap, I don't know. So yeah, it was just a cluster.
I told him that he should start labeling them as he went, and he just went nuts on me.
It takes so much more time.
It does, but, like, it's fine.
Look at this. This is cool.
Right? Because I did a slightly different approach this time. So my first two approaches really didn't work, but this is going a lot faster and a lot nicer. I'm going to...
Oh, now I recognize what Eva's sitting next to. It's a giant anchor.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even realize that or notice that earlier. And I was like, what is this supposed to be? And then I finally noticed. And
I might not get these front details in.
No, Eva. Anchor. Wee.
Because I don't even have this fire in yet.
Nope. But I think of them, this one looks really nice.
Yeah. This is definitely... Because I went by color temperature rules instead of by, like...
Oh, you should have done the fire before you did the anchor.
Yeah, I'll come back to the anchor. It's fine. I might not... I just wanted to have a rough idea of where that is.
These are fun colors.
Right?
They remind me of the bear flag.
A little bit.
With a little bit more red, I think, to it, but still really cool.
Oops. Damn it.
Uh-oh. Ooh.
This is more of that color there.
It's shadow because the hull is torn open.
Yep. Right, and then I'm gonna take this color and we're gonna switch to my flat sketcher. We're gonna go more orange.
Would you be able to just go more translucent?
I could, but that takes time away.
Rather than switching colors?
Yeah, that takes time away because I need to go into my brush settings and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because you don't just have them laid open.
Nope. So that's what I could manage in 5 minutes.
Mm.
Again, if I had about 15 minutes, I could do a more accurate color study of this.
Right.
Because I'm rushing going through different
Yeah.
materials and stuff. Just by taking those 5 minutes, I have a rough color study of what I need.
Yeah.
And then if I wanted to, this could be a thumbnail for something bigger, and then I can go more ornate the bigger that I go. So
Cool.
this is how you would do a color study for a film study.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shall I take my crack at this next?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, let's go.
All right.
All right, so now we get to enjoy and indulge in mine. I've never done speed draws or like time attacks in regards to this, so
Have fun.
I will. And surprise, surprise, you already know about it, but haha, maybe this looks familiar to you, but this is the still that Vamp did in the first challenge.
Yep, the one that I spent almost 3 hours on.
Right, and now I get to spend 5 minutes on it.
Have fun.
Yeah, so I'm already looking at it going, I don't know what I'm going to do. But let me not be on an eraser to start with, and let's 3, 2, 1... Hey everybody, so fun thing, because we're using hotkeys to start the live split for the timer, that made it so that it clicked the stop recording button, so yeah, I already did it for 5 minutes, and this was the end result of it, but I'm gonna do it again because I'm no scrub and you guys deserve something to see.
I'm sorry you have to do it twice, Ledge.
Yeah, not so happy about that. So with the last one that I did, I kind of just was fought to try and do general stuff.
Everything's a shame. What are your thoughts as you start this?
That I didn't want to do it again, but...
Don't be petulant.
I'll be petulant. These people are dead.
Man's dead.
Man's dead.
So... it's interesting to see you starting with the hands. Hands are rude.
Hands are rude. I'm starting with anything that is light, pretty much.
Right. Try and get those shapes in.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't half bad for a start on body shapes too.
Yeah. And then her face, she kind of has this tangent with her head.
Yeah,
And
she's
that's-
definitely trying to hide her face.
Her shoulder is way too fat.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that was giant. I'm lucky that it didn't just erase, like, all of what I made. But, her nose is very much...
Noses are tough. Like, how far do I make this stick?
Mm-hmm. I mean, her hand is definitely not, like, far enough back.
No. I had that problem when I approached this, too, is I couldn't quite figure out how to make the hand look realistic.
Because her hand is kind of just a big block.
Yeah.
I mean, she is now Ash.
She is now Ash. But she's not catching them all. Well, I was pleased with that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Slightly darker. And whoop, I can't really see now, so I'll her booba go here.
Her booba go there.
Her booba go there.
Indeed.
Did the same thing where the shoulder is just disconnected.
It's because the head is further back and it's harder to see light-wise. And because you're not really working with like frameworks, I think it's hard to figure out what is lying where.
Yeah.
And also you've never like studied anatomy or anything like that. It's hard to jump into proportions and stuff like that when you don't have a frame of reference.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad though.
If I were grabbing things, I would be able to grab that and put it where it goes. And
the thing about these 5-minute studies, though, is that you really don't have time to, like, move things.
No. You don't.
30 seconds left.
Yeah. I feel like I did less this time.
You did. You approached it a little bit slower, but that's okay.
I can't even see what her face is like.
Yeah, it's a lot of lines.
That's the thing, you really
can't
time. See. You really can't see what the shapes and stuff are, so it's just kind of like...
kind of gotta guess.
It's odd. When viewing my previous one to my current one, the face and head of Madeline are exactly the same.
Wow! That's really weird.
I found that really interesting, and the thumb...
I mean, that was your same starting point the first time you tried. I think the hand is more accurate this time, even though you weren't sure on the placement. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think if you were to do, like, 500 of these, you would eventually get an accurate thing in 5 minutes. Yeah, not bad.
Right? I found that really interesting. Next up on the docket, we have Silent Hill.
Okay.
And here is my image for Silent Hill and my starting background color. I was potentially going to do this for our initial one, but then I wanted to challenge myself, and I cursed myself.
You did, with a 9-hour study.
Let's get on into this one.
Alrighty. 3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, it'd help if I were actually on my layers. Boop, boop.
Layers are hard.
Boop, boop, boop. And we're just kind of getting in our shapey shapes and our whoop, whoop.
I'm surprised you started with foreground stuff.
Whoop. Yeah, why?
It's just harder to go around defined shapes.
Oh, yeah, I suppose that's kind of true. This is way too far over, but who cares?
It's okay.
Another. Yeah, then we've got our... That's two. Some pillage here going.
Yeah.
And this is both too high and too low at the same time.
It's because your cross is too far to the right.
Right, so... Whoop. Let's just kind of... Yeah, that'll work, because then we've got that goes off into the vanishing point.
Yeah!
Vanishes.
You're learning! Perspective.
Oh boy, we got some perspective.
Yep. You've also got a whole bunch of atmospheric perspective with the coloring that's going on here.
Yeah, right. Oh boy.
No pressure.
No pressure. Whoop. And we've got some, I'll just kind of do the shape. That's too tall. So we'll just woo-hoo. And we've got our little cross up top. That's just like, oh. And we've got some woo. And then we've got another one that's like, woo. That's too low.
It's okay.
Woo. Because then we've got our
windows.
Yep.
I think it's because your door is like the size of a giant.
Listen. Doors just be big, yo.
Doors just be big?
Doors just be big, yo.
Okay.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Yep. That's how they roll, man. That's just how it be sometimes.
That's just how it is.
Phil Tool would be smart, but we don't give a flip. And then we got another tower here.
Remember, every time you switch your tool, that's another thing that you're searching for.
I know, exactly. See, we know how we do. And then we've got our staircase to heaven. Denied.
Is that a Wayne's World joke?
It sure was.
Oh my goodness.
And then we've got this centered buddy here. That's
Center buddy.
Oh, we've got this fucking sucking.
Watch it. Don't like the tree?
Trees are hard.
Trees are hard.
Yeah, this one's got like a little weird thing where it just kind of goes, wow.
Yeah, it got cut in the middle, so it spurted out on the other sides.
Because then trees just kind of go off and do their little weird, like, squiggle.
Yeah, they do
stuff.
their own little thing.
But, like...
30 seconds.
Ah! Phil Tool! No! No!
It's all falling apart.
We can save him! We have the technology!
Oh my gosh. And time.
No!
For all intents and purposes, that's actually not bad, considering. I thought it was going to fall apart the moment I saw you making defined shapes right away. I was like, oh no.
Check out that cross, though.
Yeah.
So, I understand the problems.
You understand the problems?
Now I see what I could have done in regards to it with the, like, really making in probably that hill first and the wall shape.
Starting in the back and then coming forward.
Yeah.
That's how I typically approach things when I'm not under pressure.
You know what I find very interesting?
What?
Is that in this section of that spot right there, that shine.
The rim light?
Yeah, like...
So you know why that is, right?
But, like, I'm not seeing that, like, there's some here.
Well, because it's not quite a rim light. So the reason is, if you look closely, that's not straight on. That side that's making the rim light, that's just slightly in perspective.
Just barely.
So that's
angled.
actually the side of the gravestone catching the light and bouncing it back. That's not done with special effects.
I thought maybe it was just, like, added in because they were like, oh no, it looks like it's part of this one right here.
Nope, that's not an artistic decision. I mean, it might partially be, but, like, that's naturally there.
I wasn't even going to try that guy. That was like, oh no, that's...
Not in 5 minutes, no.
That's I can do that alone in 5 minutes, maybe.
Right.
But this part where you were like, yeah, your door is so big... And it's like, oh yeah, I guess it is kind of huge in comparison. And then I didn't end up filling this in because I was like, oh no, fill tool. Like, what would be quicker, scribbling it in or the fill tool?
And the thing is that you've picked up a lot of things that you otherwise wouldn't by doing this slow. So, like, if you took your time with this, you probably wouldn't have thought of starting at the back and coming forward. Whereas now that you've done it in 5 minutes, it occurred to you immediately, like, oh god, I should have done this first, right? Mm-hmm. So you're learning a lot from doing this in that timed way.
Right? Yeah. It's interesting trying to, like, fight the clock and get details or get whatever.
It's stressful.
Mm-hmm. Hey, is this hill quiet?
It's silent. Ah!
Too scary.
Oh no.
Well, there's that, and then the last image was... Whoop,
this one's gonna be fun.
This one is gonna be fun.
The nice thing about this particular shot versus the other two is, yes, the ash thing was sculpted by somebody, and yes, the cinematography is there for the Silent Hill stuff, but this is 3D, right? So every aspect of this is designed for you.
Why don't we go right ahead and get started? Count me down.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
All right, I shouldn't do that.
Did you learn nothing?
Listen, I'm not on the right. And I saw you using this fucking thing, so now
Yeah,
I'm
the
like,
soft brush for stuff that's blurry and out of focus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although these ones are a little bit more defined, I feel.
You can change the brush settings on that, but not worth it to do at this point.
Fucking damn it. Oh, what?
What?
Fucking, it was too zoomed in.
Oh.
So.
That's okay.
Alright, and you know what? We're gonna keep this with... Oh, we're gonna go smaller, though. Nope, too small. What was I at? 30? Nope, that's good. Nope. He is... So I loved WALL-E because it was like a throwback to Johnny Five from friggin' Short Circuit.
Yeah.
And I love Short Circuit so much. I also hate squares, and this fucker is a cube.
He is.
And cubes can just go away.
But cubes are good.
This messed me up.
He's friend-shaped.
Are squares friend-shaped?
No, they're stubborn.
That's what I thought.
But WALL-E's friend-shaped.
WALL-E is friend-shaped, you're right. I need it.
Aww. This is looking really good, babe.
This is too high now. I've had some experience drawing leaves.
Yeah.
A little bit.
You are a tree.
I'm a twee. Yeah. Just gonna...
Oh, you just coloring it in?
Well, just kind of... I suppose I should probably give WALL-E a little more attention. He's kind of just...
He is part of the scene.
Yeah, well... He's just kind of blurry and stuff.
He is. There's something I want to talk about, but I want to wait until after you're done drawing. Just as a observation after we both...
He's very angry looking.
He doesn't look angry.
I'm playing around and I shouldn't be. When did that get there?
Oh. Goodness.
It looks orange, but when I grab it, it's brown.
Yeah, because it is brown.
You and your crazy shenanigans about orange being brown.
Because it is!
But, like, it doesn't...
It's literally being proven to you right now!
No!
It's just a saturated, lighter brown.
No way.
It is, though.
No way.
There's a reason why you can't have brown lights. Oh, I missed your 30-second warning.
Well,
20 seconds. Oh my goodness.
That doesn't need to be.
And time.
No! Look at that little man.
Not bad. That's your best one out of the 3, I think. So what I was going to say earlier when I was like, oh, I have something I want to wait until you're done drawing with, this would have come together so much faster for both of us if we hadn't been stubborn and just used shapes instead of, like, trying to line it in. Like, I tried to shape mine in a little bit, but I still used lines first. And you very much did sketching instead of putting in shapes. If we had just, like, used shape tools or lassos and filled, that would have gone so much faster.
But then I would have probably had to search for the one, figure out how to do it, and then get confused when it wants me to, like, shift and make a circle at oval.
Yeah, that's true.
And spin it around 50 times.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I understand that. You'd use some shape tools and stuff in your Silent Hill one with trying to make the door.
Yeah, that's true. The background came together really well.
Yeah, background
that's almost 1-to-1.
Looks pretty good.
Yeah. I think if you had like, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, it would have come together a lot quicker. Or a lot nicer, rather. But this was a really good attempt, and it's your best out of the 3.
Yeah, I figured it was going to be because it was a lot more simple.
Yeah.
It was 2 objects instead, or I guess technically only 5 objects instead of the many. But, whew, I mean, that was fun. That was pretty fun.
Do you feel like you learned anything from this?
I learned that shapes are evil. And you can't look at 2 places at once.
Yeah, you can never look at 2 places at once.
But any bays.
Old Bay?
Old Bay seasoning? Ayo. But if you liked this and want to do some of your own time attacks, that would be really cool to see what you guys pick and what your outcomes are. 5 minutes, take on the film study challenge.
And if you do try it, let us know how it goes in the comments below.
Absolutely. If you like it, give us a like. And consider subscribing if you are not, because, hey, you get to see more of these shenanigans.
If you'd like more information about some of the stuff that we do, you can check the coffee. But until next time, let's do what we can. Make sure you take care of yourselves. Drink your water. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye!